February 16th, 1:14 p.m. Disrecord the finale number 4. Hello everyone and welcome back to Phoenix Wright's 8th Attorney, Trials and Tribulations. We are here in the second part of the trial of Terry Fawles, who is this intimidating looking guy in front of us. He's been accused of murder, and he seems to be, he appears intimidating, but he's really more of a, kind of like Andre the Giant, maybe a little bit in The Princess Bride. He appears large and intimidating, but he's actually very sweet. But in any case, we're going to hear a bit of an explanation here, so let's get going. Mr. Fawles, I'm sorry. I want to say thanks. You're real good. You really hooked me up. Thanks. Almost there. Once I proved that she committed the crime. Yeah, but there's one more obstacle we've got to get past. Obstacle? Yeah, motive. Why would Melissa Foster kill that policewoman anyway? Motive, huh? Anyway, we're so badly in need of information. Right. What we need the most is info about this Melissa Foster herself. All we know is that she's a student studying literature. And one more thing. What is it? Well, the incident that happened 5 years ago, of course. The kidnapping murder case that Zebra Boy is on death row for. I didn't do nothing. I didn't kill nobody. I never lie. Mr. Fawles, in that case, tell us more about it. About what happened 5 years ago. Okay, I trust you. That day, 5 years ago, I dream of it, every day. This picture, it reminds me of everything. Rich looks same, just like then, 5 years ago. Like it could fall apart any minute. So it's been broken like that for at least 5 years? Ha! Sorry, buddy, but you sound like the one that could fall apart any minute. It's true, I did kidnap her. 5 years ago, I kidnapped my girlfriend, Dahlia Hawthorne. Your girlfriend? Huh? Hey, hold on there. Did you say Hawthorne? The victim's last name. Dahlia Hawthorne. Dahlia's little sister. What? Are you serious? The girl. Let her go. Shut up. Come closer, and I kill her. Sorry, but you're not going to get a chance. The detective back then was Riley Hawthorne. At first I thought shooting someone for kidnapping was crossing the line, but if it was to protect her little sister, I can understand why she did it. Wrong. Don't protect sister. Riley betrayed me. Betray us. What do you mean she betrayed you? Everything. All lies. All make-believe. Kidnapping, too. A make-believe kidnapping? Dahlia, my girlfriend, my love, my teen angel. Wasn't she 14 years old at that time? Is that what they said before? Let me look at something real quick here. He was 25, so 5 years ago he would have been 20, and she would have been 14. A minor. Why are you dating a minor? That's messed up, man. Ugh, did he actually say my teen angel? He's seen one too many soap operas. I'll do anything she says. Anything Dahlia says. Anything Dahlia says? Hold on a minute. What you're saying is that the kidnapping 5 years ago was planned by, yeah, me and Dahlia. And Valerie, too. Valerie was in on it? Dahlia's family rich. Jewelry business. We get 1 jewel? That's what we thought. Me and Dahlia wrote kidnap note. We sent to her dad. Asked for $2 million diamond. Tell him to make exchange on this key bridge. We tell him Valerie make transfer because she knew detective. Having a police detective in your pocket is a useful thing, alright. In the end, you were planning on splitting the $2 million 3 ways, huh? Yeah, but that woman... Valerie, she do it for real. She took me at me for real. Me and Dahlia. I was shot in the arm. Dahlia, she jumped in the river. Jump? You don't mean she jumped on purpose, do you? I couldn't do it. I could never push her. Anyway, I blocked out. Wake up with police all over. And that's when they decided to give you the death sentence. I couldn't believe it. That woman, she betrayed me. That man, Terry Fawles, he killed her. He threw her off the bridge. He threw my beloved sister into the rolling river 40 feet below. These 5 years, all I wonder is, why? Why did she lie? That's all I wanted to know. So that's why I called her. He wanted to hear the truth from Valerie herself. Yes, but I forget what she looked like, so I told her to wear a scarf. I don't want to hurt her. Just ask why. Why? Did you lie? Why did you betray me? I just want her to hear her answer come from her mouth. That's all. So that's why you made a crazy escape like that. Just one thing, Zebra Boy. My senses are tingling all over. Tell me, Mr. Fawles, where is it? Huh? Where's what? Come on now, kitten. The ransom. The $2 million diamond. Remember that now? Did you give it back to Pops? Did the police take it? I don't know. Huh? You don't know? No, really? I don't know. He's gone. With Dahlia. With Dahlia? That day, on the bridge, Dahlia put it in backpack. Now gone. With Dahlia. Gone. Forever. Into Eagle River. It disappeared with Dahlia, huh? Wait a minute. You can come back in now. We're about ready to go. Mr. Fawles, just one more question. When you said with Dahlia, do you mean the diamond is still missing? Along with the body of Dahlia Hawthorne? Never found her. My sweet Dahlia. I never found her. Swallowed by river. Gone. Dahlia, my teen angel. Your teen angel? How old was she anyway? Just 14. 14? I guess we were rubbing cradles before diamonds. She plans some fake kidnapping and disappears into the river with a rock with $2 million. Man on man. Angels these days. Fawles takes the fall and gets one way ticket to death row. Is Dahlia Hawthorne an angel, or is she really, It's time, kitten. It looks like we have a few more exits up our sleeve now. You bet. Diamond added to the port record. A $2 million gem. Used it as ransom for Dahlia. Lost to Eagle River 5 years ago. The training wheels come off now, Mia. You've got to strike while the iron is hot. That's one of my rules. Remember it. February 16th, 1:49 p.m. District Court, Court number 4. Now then, let's continue with the trial of Mr. Terry Fawles. Witness, are you feeling better? Yes, Your Honor. I'll try my best. You're a brave young lady. Now this again. I can understand a defense lawyer wanting to get her client off the hook. However, to try to pin the trial on an innocent student is... What are you talking about? My witness is not the person on trial here. She's an innocent bystander who witnessed a violent crime. That's all. One possible reason would a girl like her this have a murdering policewoman. It's certainly hard to imagine this woman as a murderer. A motive, huh? I figured that's what I had to establish next. Well, Miss Faye, do you have any evidence of a motive? Yes, of course. I think... Ha! You're still acting as tame as a kitten. By the way, if it wasn't already obvious, Armando is the boyfriend of Mia Faye. Just so you know. That's why he calls her kitten. Mr. Armando, listen. A lawyer is someone who smiles no matter how bad it gets. Oh, that's where Mia got that phrase from. She tells that to Phoenix all the time. When she's being channeled. Anyway. Smiling on the outside, where your guts are twisted in knots, is the mark of a pro. Maybe so, but I wish you would quit grinning like me like that. Excuse me. May I speak, Mr. Judge? Of course. Mr. Judge is ready anytime you like. I'd like to see something. Some people here are suspicious of me, right? That's why I at least wanted you, Mr. Judge, to know that it's not true. I see. You're such an honest and understanding young lady. It looks like this witness is a real professional. What do you mean? Look at that 100-watt smile. This one thinks so darkest for her. Click! She lights right up. Very well then. Let's hear what the witness has to say. I'm sorry, I cannot do a Canadian accent. Mr. Foster's history. I was out of the country until the year before last. Until I entered college, I had never even been to Eagle Mountain before. And I certainly don't have any reason for wanting to hurt a police officer. Holding a grudge and killing the officer who testified against you 5 years ago. Or kidnapping a poor girl. I just think the defendant is a terrible, horrible monster. Out of the country, eh? Precisely. Furthermore, she has no possible motive for committing murder. Indeed. You're up to bat, kitten. Sharpen those claws and put on your best smile. You bet. Somehow, I've been tired to this case. Okay. Press that. A grudge? Well, the policewoman's testimony was crucial, wasn't it? Crucial in getting the defendant sentenced to death. Yes, and that's precisely why he harbored such deep anger against her. So much anger that he forgot his own guilt.
Objection!
My client has always maintained that he's innocent of those charges. He seems rather forgetful. Your client, I mean. only did he forget about what he did, but he forgot the poor policewoman as well. What do you mean by that? Your client, you forgot what the detective looked like, right? It's too bad for her that he didn't forget about her testimony as well. Well, she's right about that. Mr. Fawles is kind of forgetful. Press harder. You said he forgot what the detective looked like. What do you mean? What do you mean by that? Well, he couldn't tell who she was without some kind of identification, right? Quite right. That's why the victim was wearing a scarf as identification. Why, if I had been wearing a white scarf that day, then he probably would have tried to kill me. That's true. He's clearly a bitter man. This is bad. Mr. Fawles' reputation just keeps getting worse and worse. Sometimes it's best not to poke too deep. What should I do with that last statement? Your Honor, what the witness just said just now was tremendously important. I would like it added to the official testimony. The prosecution has no objection. After all, the defendant is a killer and a mentally unbalanced one at that. That testimony only helps to further prove that point. No, that's not why Enough. Witness, if you would. My pleasure, Mr. Judge. I guess I'm lucky I wasn't wearing a white scarf. Wait a second. How did she know it was a white scarf? Well, a white scarf is for identification. How did she know it was supposed to be white?
Objection!
It's true Mr. Fawles did give instructions to Valerie Hawthorne about the meeting. The note that she left said, wear a white scarf for identification. Yes, what about it? Isn't it obvious? Doesn't it strike you as odd? That note was a secret piece of evidence. How is it that the witness knows about it? Order. It is odd, isn't it? Well, Mr. Edgeworth, did you show up some top secret evidence to the witness? Your Honor, I certainly never gave anyone permission to do such a thing. In that case, the only way the witness could know about the note would be... Just a moment. Of course I didn't know about the note. It's just... I saw it when it happened, with my own eyes. When the victim went to see the killer, she used her own scarf to signal him. That's why I assumed the signal was a white scarf. I suppose that makes sense. Come on, Mia. You can't weasel out of it that easily. Witness, sorry, but your explanation isn't going to work here. But why? It's true. That's what I saw. Impossible. There's no way you could have seen the victim use a white scarf to signal him. It's not white, is it? Okay. Before, we could have actually presented the scarf, and now we would present the note. But since we did the note first, we're doing the scarf. You could go in either order. You said several times in your testimony that the victim was wearing a scarf. A white scarf, correct? Yes. Is something wrong? That's what I'd like to know. Miss Foster, have a look at this. Is the victim's scarf. I'm sure people would disagree about what they call this color. However, it certainly is not white. She knew what the note said. She knew the contents of the note? No! It says, wear a white scarf for identification. That's the reason why you said it was white. Well, Miss Foster? No! Order. Mr. Edgeworth, I'm waiting for an explanation. I'm quite sure this note was leaked to the public. And yet, this witness knew exactly what the note said. At the time of the murder, the number of people that knew were quite limited. Terry Fawles is one. The person who wrote the note, Barry Hawthorne, is another. And finally, one more person. Did you say one more person? That's right. A person that no one would have suspected. Have you figured it out, kitten? Yep. The third person that knew the contents of the note was... well, Dahlia Hawthorne herself.
Take that!
And that person is Dahlia Hawthorne. Dahlia Hawthorne? I've never heard that name before. Look at the victim's note. This is what it says. Talk to Dahlia. Tell her this time. There is her name right there. I said that wrong, didn't I? Talk to Dahlia. Tell her this time. There's her name right there. What's this? So who's this person? This Dahlia Hawthorne? This Ray must be desperate if she's trying to bring them dead back to life. The dead? Dahlia Hawthorne was the victim's deceased younger sister. She was killed in a crime 5 years ago. Killed in a crime? You don't mean... Yes, she was kidnapped and killed by Terry Fawles.
Objection!
You said she was killed? Was she really? What are you implying? Of course, people thought she had died 5 years ago, when she fell off the Dusky Bridge and was lost in the Eagle River. However, her corpse was never found.
Objection!
She was declared legally dead 5 years ago. If I think right again, as far as the law is concerned, Dahlia Hawthorne is officially dead.
Objection!
But the fact remains that her body was never recovered. Dahlia Hawthorne was 14 years old 5 years ago. If she was still alive, she would be 19 now. Mr. Foster, I mean that's the same age as you are.
Objection!
Even you can't. Miss Fay, you're not sane. I love the way she does her hair thing, it's pretty funny. But I am. That's precisely what I'm saying. This witness before us is the girl that was kidnapped and killed 5 years ago. This girl is in fact Miss Dahlia Hawthorne. What? Ah, nice work. It was like tossing a grenade into a full-on fire. Unless you can tie all the loose ends together, you're nothing but a hit-and-run arsonist. I understand. We can't expose her true nature and turn this whole case on its head. That was my chance to make Mr. Edgeworth squirm. Goodness, just who are you anyway? I didn't think you'd come to this. Oops. That's enough. You don't have to say any more, witness. Yes, I understand. What? Mr. Edgeworth, explain yourself. Your Honor, I have an admission to make. I honestly never thought the defense would pursue the matter this far. You don't mean... Yes, the prosecutor's office isn't filled with fools, you know. Naturally, we can conduct full background checks on all of our witnesses. What did he say? Ha! It looks like the kid knew. He knew her true identity from the get-go. No way. But then why? If you hadn't revealed her secret, he wasn't going to say anything about it. All he wanted was her testimony, so he made a little trade. Let me introduce you to the victim's younger sister, Miss Dahlia Hawthorne. But, I thought she died 5 years ago. We thought so as well. But, well, as you can see... Why? Why did she hide her identity for 5 years? That has nothing to do with the current case. She was merely an accidental witness to a crime.
Objection!
Accidental? I don't believe that for a minute. For the last 5 years, she's been playing the role of victim. And now she can find her acting suspiciously at the scene of another murder. Water bottle keeps falling down.
Objection!
That's a finger wag. Really, Miss Fay, I must say, your strategy was painfully obvious. You find a pin your client's crime on innocent witness in order to win. At any cost. How dare you? Please, let's take a moment to think. 5 years ago, this girl was kidnapped and nearly killed. But even worse than that, 5 years later, Dahlia Hawthorne lost something much more precious, her big sister. Miss Fay must be insane to even suggest that she murdered her. What? I'm inclined to agree with the prosecutor's logic. Miss Fay, do you have any evidence to back up your assertion? What possible reason would this witness have for killing your beloved sister? Well, you see, I thought I was winning, but somehow he's turned it around on me. Ha! I think you need a little push in the right direction, kitten. The defense is prepared to present evidence supporting our claim. That wasn't me. It was this guy. This crazy coffee addict.
Objection!
I think we've heard enough empty threats from you, old man. Ha! What makes you think I'm empty, boy? Because your protege looks like she's sweating bullets. Ah, I am sweating bullets. You think you're in a tough spot, huh? Of course, aren't I? No, you just arrived at the moment of truth, that's all. Whether you win or lose, that's up to you. Up to me? The rashes of youth. How charming. This is coming from someone younger than me. Now then, let's not waste any more time. Miss Fay? What motive would this witness have for murdering her own sister, Dahlia Hawthorne? I think it's a diamond, but I'm actually gonna look this up just in case because I'm really low on health. I'm gonna pause my recording real quick. Be right back. Okay, it's not actually the diamond. It's the note. Dahlia did not want the truth to come out, so she wanted to silence Valerie forever.
Take that!
The story starts after Terry Fawles escaped. He called Valerie and told her he wanted to meet. This is the note she left. It says, "Talk to Dahlia. Tell her this time the whole truth must come out." Dahlia Hawthorne gave Dahlia a warning. She told her she was going to reveal to the world the whole truth. The whole truth? There was a dangerously important secret between Valerie and Dahlia. That's the reason Dahlia felt she had to kill Valerie. To keep her mouth shut permanently. A terrific story, Miss Fay. Even like fiction, that is. Lend to the court, Miss Fay. What was the secret that was so important? Where's your evidence? Dahlia and Valerie Hawthorne and Terry Fawles. There's only one important secret that connects them all. Oh yes, I know the secret. Your Honor, the defense would like to request further testimony. What testimony? Regarding the kidnapping 5 years ago. We believe it will explain a lot of things, such as the nature of an important secret between the Hawthorne sisters. Very well, I'll grant your request for further testimony. I know it'll be painful for you, but can you enlighten us once more, my little maple leaf? Yes, I'll try, Mr. Judge. Pointing on an old charm one more time, Dahlia. But this will be the last time you hide behind your womanly wiles. 5 years ago. 5 years ago, I was kidnapped by Mr. Fawles. The ransom price was a raw diamond. My sister Valerie bought it to the bridge. After she made the exchange, she shot Mr. Fawles in the arm. That's when Mr. Fawles tried to kill me by shoving me off the bridge from behind. I survived, but I was afraid I might be kidnapped again for my family's money. So I decided to change my name and my identity and start a new life. The kidnapping left her emotionally scarred. With her sister's help, she left the Hawthorne family and started all over again. And we're to believe after all that, she murdered her sister? Preposterous. Thank you, Mr. Edgeworth. Miss Fay? Yes, Your Honor? As you've heard, the witness is still traumatized from the kidnapping. I'll ask you again to be extremely gentle in your cross-examination. Mr. Edgeworth gonna jump on me again. Ha! If we're not allowed to fight, then let's twist some arms. Listen up. We've still got that info. The ace up our sleeve. What info? Come on, kitten. Don't say you've forgotten already. The fact that the kidnapping 5 years ago was staged. That's right. It was a fake kidnapping. Terry Fawles told us that in the lobby. I'll do anything she says. Anything Dahlia says. What you're saying is that the kidnapping 5 years ago was planned by, yeah, me and Dahlia. And Valerie, too. Yes, that's it. The fake kidnapping is your best shot, Mia. That's your secret. Okay. From behind, you say? I can doubt that. There's a huge gap here. I'll get you done from behind.
Objection!
You say that Mr. Fawles pushed you into the Eagle River? However, that's hard to believe. But it's true. I've had a push on my back. I'm certain of it. It was Mr. Fawles. I'm sorry. I guess I wasn't clear enough. I shouldn't have said, that's hard to believe. I should have said, that's impossible. Impossible? I asked that the court recall the condition of Dusky Bridge, now and 5 years ago. That bridge hasn't changed one bit in these last 5 years. If someone had pushed you from behind as you have claimed, instead of being carried away with the river, you would have been smashed by the bedrock below. A most certain death. Do you understand now, Dahlia Hawthorne? The very notion that my client pushed you from behind is impossible.
Objection!
Your Honor, this event occurred 5 years ago. Why, for all we know, the water level of the river may have been higher back then.
Objection!
But it's 40 feet from the bridge to the river. A small change in the water level wouldn't have made a difference. You're right. If the events occurred just as the witness has testified, then the defendant couldn't have pushed the witness into the river. Young lady, what is the meaning of this? You see,
Objection!
Just a moment, Your Honor. It's true that the witness testified that the defendant pushed her into the river. However, she never stated that she fell from the back end of the bridge. What do you mean? After being shot in the arm, it's possible that Mr. Fawles panicked. Therefore, he could have unwittingly pushed her off the side of the bridge. If that's true, she would have fallen into the river. Well, Miss Hawthorne, is Mr. Edwards' explanation correct? Now that you mention it, I do remember now. When I fell off the bridge, my skirt got caught on one of the bridge's side wires. You can't be serious. Order in the court. It seems Miss Fay's assault has finally reached its conclusion.
Objection!
Not now, Mia. This is no time to retreat. Unfortunately for you, this is the start of Miss Fay's assault. What? I believe your reasoning means something like this, Mr. Edgeworth. After being shot in the arm, it's plausible that Mr. Fawles panicked. Therefore, he could have unwittingly pushed her off the air side of the bridge. However, once again, I'm forced to say that's impossible. Ridiculous. What's so impossible about it? Because your flawed logic contradicts the court record. Yeah, these wires here are way too high for him to be pushed off like that.
Take that!
Your Honor, all the answers are right here in this photo. Take a look at the wires supporting both sides of the bridge. They extend up to about 5 feet off the ground. It would be impossible to push someone off from there. No!
Objection!
Let's remember the size and strength of the defendant. Wires like this wouldn't be a problem for him. He could have easily picked up a 14-year-old girl and thrown her over.
Objection!
So young and already so forgetful, Mr. Edgeworth. Mr. Fawles had been shot in the right arm. Oh. And more importantly, Bradley Hawthorne had the gun ready to train on him at point-blank range. So, Mr. Fawles throwing off the minutes off the bridge, that is clearly impossible. Wow. Order. What is the meaning of this? Bradley Hawthorne, you jumped into the Eagle River intentionally. What? What is this? You mean that voice sounded like a tiger. Indeed. What do you mean by such a ridiculous remark? Yes, it's ridiculous. My sister was there to help me. She had her gun in handcuffs. She could have saved me. Jumping into a raging river like that would have been suicide.
Objection!
Perhaps, but still, that's exactly what you did. You were probably confident that you could handle the swift current. But even more so, the witness had a much more compelling reason for jumping into the river.
Objection!
Oh? And what was it? What was so important that she wanted to jump into the river? The wind is still alive. This fact alone explains everything. This is why she risked her life by jumping into the rapids of the Eagle River. It has to be the diamond this time. There's no way that's not the diamond.
Take that!
5 years ago, something else disappeared along with Dahlia that day. An item that Valley brought up the mountain with her. A $2 million diamond. Ah! No! It can't be. Yes, Dahlia had it all planned from the beginning. The $2 million, she was going to keep it all for herself. She forced Mr. Fawles to help him fake the kidnapping. At the last minute, she betrayed him and threw herself into the river. With the ransom tucked away safely in her backpack, well, that's simply ridiculous. Order!
Objection!
Your Honor, 5 years ago, the witness was only 14 years old. Do you really think a 14-year-old is capable of such a demonic plan? This woman is a demon. And there was one more person who helped her make the demon out of her. Her sister, Valerie Hawthorne. You mean the victim was involved in the kidnapping plot as well?
Objection!
She was a detective then. You're saying she participated in her sister's kidnapping? Precisely. I'm sure that it weighed heavily on her conscience for the past 5 years. This is the sole reason behind the victim's murder. What do you mean by that? On the day of the murder, after receiving a phone call from Mr. Fawles, Valerie called her sister Dahlia. And then she told her what she was planning to do. Planning to do? She was going to tell the whole truth, as she wrote in her note. That is what sealed Valerie Hawthorne's fate. That is when you catch your demonic plan to kill 2 birds with 1 stone. A plan that would ensure none of your accomplices to the kidnapping would talk. And that is why you killed your sister, Valerie Hawthorne. Hee. Who's that? Laughing at a time like this. Oh. Forgive me. It's just hilarious. Witness, is that you? You amuse me, woman. Miss Mia Fey. You can certainly weave an exciting tale. Naturally, you have the evidence to back it up, don't you? Evidence? Evidence that I planned the kidnapping, of course. That at 14, I plotted it with my Mr. Fawles and my sister. Well, and one more thing. What happened to the $2 million diamond? If you can't provide evidence to at least show that... Well, Miss Fay? I don't know. What a joke. You, Miss Fay. Are you stupid or something? How can I prove a fake kidnapping that happened 5 years ago? I don't even have decisive proof of Valerie Hawthorne's murder. Well, it seems we've come to the end. To be honest, the witness's behavior dissuades certain suspicions. However, I am forced to reject the assertions that made by the defense. Of course you are. Is this it? Is it really over? That girl has made a fool of me and there's nothing I can do about it. Ha! Without evidence the trial was over? Who decided that? Mr. Armando! Come on now, kitten. Haven't you figured out whether you can make your own rules? For example, even if there's no evidence, there's still testimony. It's testimony? On the day in question, Valerie Hawthorne murdered her sister, Valerie Hawthorne. She hid her body in the trunk of Mr. Fawles' stolen car, and then went to meet him with him. Disguised as his sister, Valerie Hawthorne. That's what you think, right? Yes, that's right. In that case, there's only one answer, right? There's only one person left who could testify about Valerie Hawthorne's murder. Since there's no proof, there's only one thing left to do. Who is that one person who could testify to the demon woman's crimes? It has to be Terry Fawles. No one else would know. Let's see. They haven't changed her name yet? Your Honor, the defense wishes to call a new witness. A new witness? Yes, we would like to hear the testimony of Terry Fawles. The defendant? There's only one person that can shed any further light on the situation. Only one person that knows what Dahlia's role in the kidnapping was. Only one person that can say whether the person in the photo is Valerie Hawthorne, or whether it was in fact her younger sister, Dahlia, disguised as her. There's only one person who can solve this riddle once and for all. And that person is Terry Fawles. Well, Mr. Edgeworth, what is your take on this? Why not? The prosecution has no objection. Very well. Bailiff, bring the defendant to the witness stand. This is my last chance, Mr. Fawles. My last chance to establish Dahlia's guilt. You all I have left. Defendant, you've heard everything that's been said up to this point, yes? I don't believe it. No way. Dahlia died 5 years ago. Valerie betrayed me. Mr. Fawles, I don't know what she said to you 5 years ago, but one thing is clear. Dahlia is very much alive, and you were used for $2 million. That's not true. Mr. Fawles, there's only one question I want the answer to. 2 days ago, on Dusky Bridge, who did you meet? Was it Valerie Hawthorne, or was it Dahlia Hawthorne? Dahlia, did you betray me? 5 years ago, she promised never ever betray each other. Terry? What? Terry. Dahlia. It's true. You are alive. You don't trust me anymore. Wait, wrong voice. You don't trust me anymore? That makes me sad. Tell the truth. The real truth. I believed in you. I shouldn't need to say it. You should already know. But there's one thing that I will say. My life is in your hands right now, Terry. I will allow Mr. Fawles to testify once and only once. Well then, Mr. Fawles, yours will be the final testimony in this trial. Witness. I'm sorry. I apologize. Water. Please. Water. Can't talk. Need water. Ha. Oh well. I guess it'll have to be my coffee instead. At least it'll match the way he's probably feeling right now. Darker and bitterer than hell itself. Wah! Who Terry Fawles saw. That day, 4 p.m., I started the car. I was in the front of the bridge. He wasn't there, so I waited on the bridge. I watched from my car from the bridge. I never put no body in that car. Finally, one woman came. She stood in front of me. We talked, and she left. That was Valerie, not my Dahlia. Mr. Fawles, you were coming for her. Do you think she would do the same for you?
Objection!
That's enough, Miss Fay. His last statement was a fitting way to end the final testimony of the trial. Well then, Miss Fay, please proceed with your cross-examination. Is this how you want it to end, Mr. Fawles? Another guilty verdict to go along with your death sentence? There's only one person who can stop it. You, kitten. I think. Hang on a second. If he waited for her, then how come she's over there?
Objection!
So when you got to the bridge, no one had arrived, huh? So you waited on the bridge. You're sure of that? Yeah, I'm sure. You're sure, huh? Well, I'm sure too, Mr. Fawles. I'm sure that you're lying. Huh? What? Oh? I would love to hear your rationale behind this, Miss Fay. You want to know who arrived at the bridge first? Just look at this photo. It's perfectly clear. Obviously, the person who came first would be the one at the end of the bridge, right? But that's the victim at the end of the bridge. Precisely my point. In other words, Mr. Fawles, you must have arrived at this bridge after she did. Mr. Fawles, please don't get so worked up. We just want the truth. I got there around 4 o'clock. It's true. I had somewhere to go, a special place. Did you go to this special place before you went to the bridge? Yeah, it's an old temple about 15 minutes from the bridge. 5 years ago, me and Dahlia, we promised each other. We swore we wouldn't betray each other. We got a memento to represent our love. A memento? 5 years ago, I hid it under a base of tree there. It's a special memory for me. This is it. This is what I want to get. That looks oddly familiar. This little bottle on a necklace is your memento? It's quite charming, but it looks empty. Your Honor, you heard what my client said. He arrived at the scene at 4 o'clock. But he then left his car unattended and walked away. He was gone for approximately 30 minutes. With that much time, Dudley Hawthorne could have easily hidden the body in the trunk of his car. No! Indeed, there certainly was enough time for it. I've still got a chance. Mr. Fawles, there's no mistaking it. Up! Huh? Mr. Fawles? That's enough. Please. Witness? I promised her 5 years ago. If it ever happens, and we can't trust each other no more, then we're supposed to drink water. No! Stop the trial! Your Honor, we need a recess. I was stupid. Couldn't keep promise. So I did it. I drank this. No! We were so close. Just a little more. I was going to prove your innocence. No, don't want that. Don't trust self. Maybe kill again. Kill sweet Dahlia again. Mr. Fawles. Mr. Armando. Thanks for the coffee. Mr. Fawles. And so my first trial ended, suddenly and tragically. It ended with no winners, only losers. I ended up with a wound that cut so deep into my soul, I thought it'd never heal. I'm sure it was the same from the young prosecutor as well. But one person, the true criminal, Dudley Hawthorne. She left the courtroom with a secret smile on her demonically sweet face. Unforgivable, that witch. Mr. Armando. We were so close to the truth. It was right there in front of us. You were just a little too soft, kitten. It's my fault. It's all my fault that Mr. Fawles killed himself. Don't cry, kitten. You're going to make my coffee all salty. I knew it. I knew I wasn't cut out for this. Yeah. Don't you get it? You can't cry yet. The only time a lawyer can cry is when it's all over. Mr. Armando. No matter how tough the case, no matter how bitter the memories, they always fade over time. Then you file them away and eventually forget them. 1 year later, in this very same courthouse, I myself got wrapped up in that case. Only after that did Dudley Hawthorne get put on trial for her crimes. The verdict that was ultimately handed down to her was guilty, of course. Naturally, when the verdict was read, she had a perfect, angelic smile on her face. It was finally all over. At least, that's what I thought at the time. Quick note here before I continue. I forgot to mention this in the previous video, but it appears that Phoenix is in a hospital. Look at this IV here. Very interesting. And this is obviously the reflection of the computer here. And it's flashing the same in sync with this one. Unfortunately, I couldn't have been more wrong. It's been 5 years, but now something has happened that's made me remember all this. sad, actually. Well, I'm going to save it here. I'm going to do this one. Next up, Bridge to the Turnabout. I'm going to say this right now. This is my absolute favorite case of the entire Ace Attorney saga. It's pretty long, so it might take around 12 videos to do. But I am really looking forward to it. Unlike the other case I've mentioned in the past, which I will not mention by name because it does not deserve the time of day, this case is extremely well done. And I'm not the only one who thinks it's the best. There's many, many people who say it's the best. So, that's for next time. Until then, everyone, I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, go ahead and hit that like button. And until then, take care and have a great rest of your day.